What can I talk to y'all niggas about today?
No, you got the link though.
Huh?
You got the link to send out to the
Before the show started. Charles, long time no see, man. How's college?
It's an interesting experience. It annoys the hell out of me.
You made it 15 seconds, man. You impressed me.
Oh,
Don't be like, don't be like my technician. He run that lumberjack time.
well, if my hairline's any indication, it's stressful as all hell.
Self-awareness.
I mean, if I can't make fun of it, who else can?
Alright, Eminem. Let's see right here.
Actually, since 20, bro.
Fastest flip I would say, hey man, hey, careful with the flip offs too, man. We get flack for that too, bro.
Alright. I will temper that. But it's been okay. I'm almost done. 2025. I'll officially be a veterinary doctor.
Save no dogs, man.
Dogs, cats, exotics. I'm not touching horses. I don't want nothing to do with those.
Something degenerate about the horses, bro.
Imagine a 1,500-pound cat.
I beg your pardon.
They act pretty much like cats.
How is that even a thing? How does that like?
Imagine everything a cat would do when they don't like you. A horse gonna try it. But with the weight to back it up, they'll bite and drag you. They can't they ain't gonna pierce you, but they will bite, run.
A horse will bite you and run.
Yes, run with you. They bite your arm, bite your sleeve, whatever it's gonna it can get onto, and run like 40 miles an hour.
That's how horses get out.
Horses are mean.
I thought the zebras was like the in the rhinos or the hippopotamus.
Oh, they mean. A zebra acts like it got something to prove. A horse don't. It's just skittish of everything. So the first instinct is run and attack, or screw it, charge.
Bro, okay. I thought horses was nice and cool. They was like dogs or something like that.
No. The only ones like that is the really big ones, the Clydesdales. They're nice. But think about a 23 to 3,000 pound dog trying to land with you. Oh yeah, they're really nice. They're really comfortable with you too, and then they'll lean. That sounds like a joke. It's not a joke.
They need some self-awareness.
Under normal circumstances, but as in a horse person, they've fallen off, gotten kicked, maybe even dragged by accident, maybe once in their life. They're alive just with fractures, probably can't breathe or walk right. The vet I work for got kicked by the house. It was like a 3-4 week old valve, just double kicked in the chest. But luckily it was young, so they didn't do much. But, imagine like 2 months from now, the horse would have got even bigger. Like they can be nice animals if they know you. They that's why I compare them to cats.
So you got a dog or anything like that? An animal?
Now,
What kind of dog was it?
girl named Bella. Very sad about that.
I'm right there with you, man. You just remember my dog, man. That's bruh. We lost that dog, man. That shit really made me tears that day, man.
Shout out to Georgie, man. That was
Y'all got like a couple dogs, don't y'all? Well, no, that's your mom's stuff.
I left it with it though. I can have it with it in my apartment.
Only one of those. No, 2 of those are legal. One of those you are not getting. He not real no more, man.
Oh, you want real fucking? I thought this was name was a dog. You want real?
They look at the colors. They not be scared to try to rip your leg off.
I like the little shoulder one.
Yeah, you get the. Oh, you get the man. Just, you know. You have a problem.
It's a big ass rat.
They are literally not rats.
What the?
Oh yeah, they are very fluffy. They like to bite you though. They're not rats. They're rodents.
It's like a big ass rodent.
You are not getting red-handed. You know. That's, yeah, what, Marcus? That's gonna be the next Chicago Black delegation. Pouring out for our homie Kanye, who ain't here no more. Cause he wanted to
They
leave
gonna rip
animals.
it, throw it out in the street.
I think this animal is dangerous,
All right, well,
man.
for the record, don't let my technician talk to y'all because he's supposed to be the technician and not talking. I know it's hard for you, Kanji. Yeah, they can't even hear you say that. That's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part about this. All right,
Oh, you made.
let's start the show down. No, not now yet.
I could talk.
This is still.
Oh man.
Okay, so Chicago Black Delegation Podcast is a show dedicated to the reshaping, reclaiming the black culture in America. The intentions of this podcast is to improve the conditions of blacks in America by way of platforming different ideas. At no point will the views shared on this podcast, be it the show's title, conversation headers, individuals express ideas, or otherwise, should be interpreted as an attack on other groups, but rather a means to a greater end for blacks in America. Views shared by individuals does not represent the views shared by Chicago Black Delegation, its staff, or other guests unless specified. All right, let's get started, bro. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I am Higher Thinking, and on this show we talk about, as I said already, strategies and techniques and otherwise dispelling bad talking points and narratives that's destroying us as a culture, as a group of people. I started the idea of this show quite a long time ago, and I'm glad we finally getting to a point where we really picking up steam and stuff like that. We came out with videos every day this week. Today's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
It's the beginning of a new week, so all last week we came out with videos, new content every day, and it's really the numbers are showing for it, man. We went from about 27, 26 subscribers all the way to about 60 already. So that's fantastic, man. Considering there was no real advertising going on, we didn't pay no big names to boost our name and stuff like that. We just did the old-fashioned way, right? Just uploading content consistently, and we got new content coming out next week. And then, matter of fact, my whole time we mapped out for the rest of for all next month as well. So, and granted, we stay consistent. Granted, we all wake up every morning, every day, feeling like, yo, we got to make a change. I'll be here with my cameras open and the microphones warmed up for us to, make it happen for the culture. You feel me? So enough about me, enough about the podcast. I want my co-hosts to more or less introduce themselves. Let the people know what y'all about a little bit.
Okay. Hey, I'll start. Hey, what's up? I'm Charles. Don't have an online name. I'll think one later. I'm a vet student. Grew up in Alabama. Gonna be done about a year and a half. Born and raised in Chicago. Wish I had a more interesting talk point than that.
Well, I mean, just tell them about how we're ready and willing to save people's horses. Your turn, real. Your turn, real.
All right, man.
Isn't that amazing?
All All right, my name's Sherelle. Your personal trainer here. You know what I'm saying? Actor and all that good stuff.
Superhero.
Yeah, superhero. Got the comic book coming out soon. Also got a podcast myself called The Real and Bino Show. I'm just real excited about being here with the Black delegation. Very interesting conversations. I'm so glad to be back. And yeah, it's pretty much my spiel.
What you got, J. Rashid?
Man, y'all know what it is, dog. Y'all back with another dose of CBD. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yo, it's your boy J. Rashid, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? J. Rashid, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Get at me, inbox me. I holler back. You know, ain't no big headedness around here. You know, we all humble.
For sure. Yeah, so y'all know how the show go, man. We got a number that's right down there. It's right down there. It's in green. If you want to call about virtually anything, and y'all been, matter of fact, they've been active in the comment section. So we might actually take a look at some of the comments that I kind of ran across in one of the videos. But yeah, like a lot of people, some people got something to say in the comment section. So this is your opportunity. Call this number. You feel me? And have a conversation with us, right? Or debate or argument, whatever tickles your fancy. But I'm just saying, man, like if you want to just show some love and like let us know what's on your mind, what's your perspective on things. It can be about a myriad of topics, but we prefer it be pertaining to the content that we cover on this platform. But without further ado, I want to start taking a look at why my mouse working? This happens all the time. Okay. Yeah, but without further ado, I want to check out this very interesting video I came across a little while ago, and it's and I would say a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people can how do I put this? Empathize, not even just empathize, but they literally see themselves in the struggle of the LGBTQ plus community and all that stuff. And this dude, I would say serves as a pretty decent icebreaker for this type of a conversation. I do want to make note. I want to mention how, granted, this type of like living alternative lifestyle such as this does have its what's the good word for it? It does have its fringe it's definitely difficult to exist in amongst our culture with alternative lifestyles such as the LGBTQ plus and all that stuff. But I do want to say I have been challenging myself to open dialogue with these types of people and just better understand them, because at the end of the day, we are gonna have to, no matter what following you, whatever creed, whatever belief system you fall under, we are all gonna have to essentially come together and form a strong unity in order for us to really fight back against oppressors. So that might be tough for a lot of people to digest, and I get that, and it's still tough for me to a certain extent. But I would say at the very least we should have like a open and honest dialogue about this, and really say what's on our minds about this, about these type of conversations, because they're not going to go away. They're only going to get stronger and stronger. They're heavily embedded in our school systems as well. And some people will say it's for the better, others people will say it's for the worse. Here on the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, I want to say at the very least be prepared, right, for what your kids gonna come, for what your kids say to you when they come home. You feel me? So again, I think this is gonna be a good icebreaker for that type of a dialogue. So let's check it out.
There are only two genders. Two sexes, maybe. Three with intersex. But an infinite amount of genders. I think you mean an infinite amount of variation between two genders. Gender isn't a spectrum, it's a constellation of expressions. No, you're either a man, a woman, or something in between. Then we're all something in between. Women don't wear makeup and heels because they're women, but because they're trying to live up to society's definition of a woman. They do that for the same reason that men play sports and work out. They're trying to hack people's innate attraction to masculine and feminine traits. Those gender stereotypes don't mean anything. They were created arbitrarily by our society. Nothing is created arbitrarily. Those traits reflect biomarkers that humans recognize as valuable. If conforming was that valuable, we wouldn't have feminists trying to expand their gender roles. You can expand your gender roles, but your sex still statistically predicts your interests and temperament. But don't the feminine men and masculine women who don't fit into that narrative deserve a gender identity that authentically represents them? Nobody is authentically represented by their gender. It's just a tool for other people to know how to interact with you. But those tools are failing non-binary people. Just look at how many cisgendered men and women are suffering from toxic masculinity and femininity because they're trying to suppress every unmanly or unwomanly trait they have. But we can't let everyone just create their own gender based on how they feel. Why not? New genders could give us context to know a person more deeply when we first meet them.
I am a white, trans-masculine, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery. I just wanted to know your name.
You see, people simplify themselves in public for a reason. When you're sick, you just want a doctor that acts, looks, and speaks like a doctor. If you can accept doctor as an identity, then you should be able to accept non-binary. But doctor is an identity that people know how to use. Calling yourself non-binary is describing yourself with a negative. You can't be the absence of something. Trans culture is trying to create new terminology, but people can't get past simple pronouns. We've been using only two sets of gender pronouns for thousands of years, and suddenly we're expected to understand Z, C, E, V, they, E, qui, yo. Tons of cultures across history had gender-neutral pronouns. But the public needs to know more about the people these pronouns refer to before they can ever want to use them. Especially if using it wrong gets weaponized against their reputation. Who cares about their reputation? Trans people are being withheld jobs, medical care, housing, education, police protection. They're being ridiculed and abused. And now anti-trans legislation is keeping trans people from appearing in books and performing drag shows. But isn't drag just blackface for women? First of all, there's drag queens and kings. And no, blackface is done to ridicule someone you aren't. Drag is done to be more of someone you are. Plus, drag queens aren't trying to be like women. They're trying to be like drag queens. It's a culture in and of itself. But if the black community wouldn't accept a white person who identifies as black, why would women accept a trans woman who identifies as a woman? You can't deny that the female body, with its ability to give birth and menstruate, provides a unique experience for women. But trans women still embody the core principles of what it means to be a woman. What exactly are those core principles? It's a feeling, a knowing that you're a woman. The fact that trans women reduce womanhood to a feeling and some cosmetic parts is indicative of the same patriarchal ideas that feminists are trying to overturn. Women have different experiences from each other too. Why use differences to divide feminine kind when the feminist movement is stronger together? So a woman should just feel comfortable when a trans woman enters their restroom. A trans woman might be assaulted if they use the men's restroom, but then a man can just pretend to be a trans woman and then assault women in the women's restroom. Trans women shouldn't have to pay a price for the existence of predatory men. The bathroom is for biological functions. You should just go to the bathroom that matches the genitalia you possess. And it's not just bathrooms, it's prisons and sports. What's the big deal? Some women are taller and stronger than others. The ones that are taller and stronger are winning due to male genetics that biological women can't overcome. And without these older female role models, more and more young girls are transitioning to avoid becoming old women. They're transitioning because their gender dysphoria is making them suicidal. Because children are using transgender ideology to explain the natural confusion that surrounds their body during puberty. And doctors are being pressured to consent to their requests for hormone blockers and surgery. But gender-affirming care doesn't work as well if you wait till after puberty. But tons of these kids are growing up to regret transitioning. That's only because their friends and family won't accept them for who they are. Eventually, cosmetic surgery is going to be as harmless as wardrobe changes. Well, until that's true, children have a way better chance of living a good life if they accept the gender they've been assigned at birth. Just raise the kids gender neutral and let them decide their own identity as they grow up. But part of parenting is helping your child develop an identity that will be welcomed by the community. That's why trans activists are creating a community that welcomes people for who they are. Then why is there so much emphasis on changing how you look? We want our body to express our true self. It's their choice. They're free. We're too complex to be fully encapsulated by a gender. Gender, like all identities, aren't expressions of our uniqueness. They're the limiters we put on our uniqueness to make us easier to interact with. You, the parent, you, the professional, and you, the cisgendered person, are all costumes that you wear to get something specific from the world around you. But the costumes we get in childhood don't always fit quite right. They get us ignored, laughed at, or picked on, forcing us to flee from our family to another city, flee from social life to the internet, or flee from our body to a new one, all to find a place where we are accepted. We have every right to define our gender and negotiate its meaning to society, but even if we're accepted as the man, woman, or non-binary person we express ourselves to be, we'll never truly accept ourselves until we realize that we aren't the costumes we wear, but rather the undefinable complexity beneath them.
Okay. All right. So, Jay Rashid, what is a woman?
That was a long ass video, man.
I'm sorry, man.
No, that's not you. That's him. I thought TikToks were 30 seconds to
Me
60
too.
seconds.
Yeah, me too.
5 minutes. But no, what is a woman? I mean, a woman, the feminine version of human. You know what I'm saying? Like the feminine versions of us. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman is supposed to be a lady. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who carries herself as such. You know what I'm saying? With dignity and class that we might sometimes find ourselves at a loss of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Obviously, the baby bears, the half of us, the half of the human race that is most dominantly nurturing, stuff like that. Some of the simple traits that kind of go along with it. Anybody want to add anything to that understanding? You know, okay. I'd like to also add that the simple definition of a woman is a female human. Oh, my bad. My technician has corrected me. If I appreciate it, technician. Although you're not supposed to be talking, my technician has notified me that a woman is an adult female human being. You said, yeah, just nod. Don't say anything. Just nod.
Wow.
Yeah, so and we all know what a female is, right? A female, there's no gender confusion when it comes to female. That is, you're either one or the other, or you're intersex, right? And so that's kind of with that word female being a part of that definition. It's kind of hard to label somebody that was born a male as a woman. You know what I mean? It's because we're literally going against the understanding with that Oxford, whatever dictionary you can think of has set out for that word. So Charles, like you are a vet. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any situation ever where somebody's going to come in and present their dog to you and say, yeah, this is a girl dog, and then you clearly see,
Male
some dangles
genitalia
in the back there, and you're like, ma'am, this is a boy dog.
You'd be surprised how many people missex their animals.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I did not just hear what I think you just. I don't.
You can't take a deep breath on that. You can't take a deep breath on that.
I mean,
Could you repeat what you just said, please?
I said you'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised about what?
How many people missex their animals?
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yes.
What? No, I don't know what a mix. No. Clearly there's some go. Okay, what is mix? What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Just plain and simple, how you say like, here's a girl dog, right?
Yeah.
And it turned out to be male.
How?
I couldn't tell you why somebody's
it's like
blind.
Is it like a little tiny, like a baby, like a rat or something like that, or like something so small you can't even
now,
tell the
when
genitalia?
they're smaller, it's like with cats. Cats is a little harder to tell when they're like a few weeks old. So that one's harder.
I'm gonna just make this simple. How many adult animals? How many
adult animals?
How many people brought an adult animal and these people got the damn sex wrong of the animal?
From the ones I remember, about 5. There could be way more. And
what was the argument?
It wasn't an argument. They came in for in for vaccines for their dog. I believe it was named Fifi. We're like, okay, we do the check out Fifi. I'm like, what does it say Fifi is a machine? A female, I think it was like a Shih Tzu. I'm like, that's not a female. They didn't know.
They never looked.
They never really looked. No.
Okay, fine, for sure, whatever. I don't care.
I mean, the dog got to piss a certain way, but they just never looked.
Well, I mean, they never bathed it.
So they just got the motherfuckers
I
around
think
the
they
house.
bathed it either, bro. Let's hope they didn't bathe it. I'm just trying to give them all the grace in the world right
I
now.
got nothing for you on that.
All right.
There's a lot of things you don't expect to happen that let's say common sense would dictate in the medical field, you throw that out the window. What you think is common sense don't work.
Yeah, when you're dealing with general public, yeah.
How?
People are fucking stupid.
Because it's like 3 billion people on this, some billion people on this planet, and they don't all think the same.
Oh man, this saving the world is gonna be way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I guess.
Boys,
Good luck.
this is definitely an uphill battle.
All right, okay.
Hill, a mountain.
I'm sorry. All
Straight to
This
space.
is definitely starting on the wrong foot. Okay. I don't even know what my damn. Anybody get anything out of that before I get my questions? Any like from that video?
Nah, I just think, man, basically, man, if you can't biologically do what a female or male do, then if you're a male and you can't biologically birth a baby, or what I'm saying, have menstruals and all of that good stuff, you're a man.
Okay.
And if female, you can't biologically be a man, you're a woman. I don't really see what's the argument about, man. We just making up these crazy ass arguments when we should be focused on like goddamn cyber attacks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't the only one who saw the damn movie and shit. Leaving the world behind. I know I'm nervous now. I gotta go buy a fucking crate of MREs and shit to fucking make sure I'm good. So.
See, my thing is though, like, I feel like a lot of people, they arguing with emotion nowadays. They're not thinking with logic, and that's where a lot of this misgendering arguments come from. Like, if you're in your mid-20s and you decide you want to be this, that, and the third, I mean, whatever. But we're at a point now where they pushing it on the kids. Like, I seen this video last week where this trans woman, I guess, adopted a baby. I don't know if y'all seen this, but she was trying to manifest it. She's talking some gay baby, please be gay. Like, trying to manifest
What the
it.
fuck?
And the baby got a little rainbow onesie. I'm like, this poor child, man. It's crazy, bro. And they trying to just manifest it. Pressure, like, no pressure, but pressure, please be gay. Like, y'all, it's people out there really, like, trying to push that on their kids.
No, I feel like we being forced into it. I feel like we being every TV show I see, every time I look up, man, I feel like we're being forced to accept a lifestyle that a lot of us don't necessarily prescribe to. Now, I'm not saying that we have to treat them bad or, treat them, different. But at the same time, man, I shouldn't have to be forced with that. My child shouldn't have to be forced with that. It shouldn't be on every television show. It shouldn't be in every cartoon. I mean, Disney Channel, what have you. It's damn near everywhere. Like, they're like sprinkling it here, there, everywhere. So definitely feel like it's being forced on us.
That's why I started watching SpongeBob.
So yeah, I mean, so like I said, my thing is, it's still good to, at the very least, empathize with this, with the arguments being presented. I'm sorry, it's good to empathize with the people that's presenting these arguments to at least fully understand where they're coming from. Because again, as you said, it's in the cartoons, it's in the education system, and it's like. I'm not gonna say what y'all gonna be doing with the kids or how y'all trying to raise the kids and anything like that. All I'm gonna say is, when somebody presents a narrative to your child that's geared in a way that you don't seem fit for children, it's good for you to be aware of the talking points and the narratives, as they're delivered to the children, as they're relayed back to you. So you'll know how to dispel some of the miscommunication, how to dispel some of the lies, so your kid will kind of come up into with clarity and without confusion, because the confusion is going to breed the curiosity, and then it can lead them down to like a path that could have been avoided. I would say, but not to say that it's wrong for them. I'm not going to say what's right or wrong for anybody, any individual. What I will say is, I will say it is wrong when they're being groomed into like this way of thinking, when I think these kids should naturally decide for themselves what they want to do with their genitals. You got something to say?
Yeah, I just want to ask a question, like, just to everybody, like, is it a way that we can accept what they do? Is it a way that we can still respect them as humans, respect them as people, without it being so forcefully thrown on us? Or if we decide, hey, I don't want to date a transgender, getting called homophobic because we don't want to assert ourselves in certain spaces, or we don't want to be hit on by transgenders or whatnot, or we don't choose to date. I just want to know, is it a way that we can still respect them as human beings without it being so forced on us? That's
Do you got an answer, Charles?
In a way, I do. Is there a way? Possibly. The biggest problem I see is, as a race, that ain't really how we work. If there's something we don't agree with, or something that's not really a comfortable thing that makes us shift in our seats, we're more likely to avoid it. From the conversations I've had with multiple people, is there a way you to just be in the room with a transgender person? Yes. Is there a way for a kid to understand what they are and not feel like they're being coerced into it? There is. Is there a way for a human to spread a message that they truly believe, but not force on somebody? Yes. That's not typical. From creed, religion, hell, even whatever nationality you associate.
Welcome to Chicago Black Daily Listening Podcast. You are on the live. What you got for us?
Yeah, I hear what motherfuckers talking about, you know what I'm saying, with all the transgender and all that shit. And that shit is, yeah, stop forcing that shit on fucking people, man. Stop forcing that shit on fucking people. Should nobody have to be forced and be talked into fucking, you know what I'm saying, all that transracial, it's 96 genders. Ain't no fucking 96 genders. There's no 96 genders. There's no multiple, it's two genders. It's a penis and a vagina. There's nothing else. Like, I mean, I do understand people want to, you know what I'm saying, be who they want to be, you know, who they feel like they want to be, but stop forcing that shit. People need to stop forcing that shit and putting that shit in people's heads that it's multiple races. I mean multiple genders. My bad. I don't mean multiple races. I mean multiple genders.
Okay.
Like there's no. Don't force it. I mean, if somebody come out the womb and feel like, hey, look, I was born a dude, I want to be a girl. All right, cool, but don't try to put that. Don't be pushing that. No.
You think you basically saying this? You know, if we're gonna accept their lifestyle, let it come naturally. Let us make the decision for ourselves, and don't try to force our risk.
Yeah, don't be sitting back talking to especially the kids. Especially the kids. Don't be talking to the kids, talking about, it's okay to be gay and it's okay to be this and it's okay to be that, and then they don't even know what the fuck they don't know what the fuck. I mean, look, I probably
thanks for the call, man. We're gonna get to the rest of these videos, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to you, man, for real.
Thanks for calling, man. Okay. What were you saying, Charles?
Honestly, I lost my train of thought. I guess my whole point is, can we define what is forcing? Is it just presenting it to them? Is it like the example you gave with that coercion of please be gay? Because that is a type of forcing. But if I present an idea to somebody, that's not a forceful action. It is up to you at whatever point in your life to decide what you want to do with that action.
Are we, like, so in school, are we actually teaching the kids how to coexist with people that have different sexualities or, you know, sexual orientations? Are we teaching them how to coexist, or are we teaching them, hey, it's okay to do this? You know what I'm saying? That when I say force, I mean, like, it's in every television program. It's in everything. And like you said, there seems to be where there's kind of like in our culture where we kind of like dismiss it or stay away from it. And to be honest with you, because of stuff like that, because of this fear also to be yourself, there's a lot of down low men too that is like, you know, doing things with women and passing on diseases and things like that. So that's another issue. You know what I mean? But when I say forced, I mean we teaching it in school. But are we teaching it in school to say, hey, okay, this is how you coexist. This is how you respect them. This is how you respect their sexuality. This is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or are we teaching the kids that, oh, you can be 19 different genders. You can, You know what I'm saying? That's my thing on it. What are we actually teaching the kids? Is it something helpful, or is it something more destructive down the line?
We would have to honestly view hundreds of state legislations on that, because I mean, what I cannot speak on what each school is teaching kid. I can speak on what I learned when I was growing up in high school, which was none of that. Did I know it existed? Yes. Did I do my own research when I had time? 'Cause I had internet? Yes. But was the schools presenting the idea that this is okay? If it's not for you, it's not for you? No. If anything, hell, my sex ed was talking about mutilation in other countries at times. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't specifically this topic. I mean, to be fair, it ain't like these things, like there are clearly, it's called LGBTQ plus, a whole lot of things here, but it's extended. But it's always existed in our reality. It's always existed for thousands of years. India is a great example of that. I think it's called Horas. I'm pronouncing it terribly, so any Indian viewers, my bad. But they've always had a concept of a third gender or intersex. That's just been them for thousands of years. Some people call it transgender from outside sources. Some people don't. I don't know.
Okay. You want to respond to that?
Well, I mean, some people, I agree with you. Some people believe that God is a non-gendered being, and I understand that homosexuality been around for a very long time. But I just feel like, why do we have to have all of these different pieces, the queer and this and that? It's just like, you either bisexual or you homosexual or you heterosexual. You know what I mean? It's just very, very confusing.
Okay, we can move towards the middle here. Let's try to push the conversation ahead a bit.
Right.
But just bit before that, I know people are gonna have questions. I'm sorry. I'm just very well aware of a lot of the narratives being spun. I know a lot of the talking points is being kind of flung around. Certain things when I hear you guys say certain things, I just know that somebody that's watching and like they already know exactly what to say as soon as you kind of say it. So I want to see where your headspace is. Like, what's your counter argument when because you had made the statement of gay people are like on TV more, like you kind of see it all the time and everything like that. It's like, again, it's shoved in our face. A lot of the counter arguments I kind of hear is straight people have been on TV as well, and that didn't make me a straight person. So why? What's the problem with putting in gay people on TV when gay people, in theory, shouldn't really influence the sexual orientations of your children?
I feel like in certain instances where I'm watching TV, I kind of feel like things would be kind of crowbarred into it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for a gay scene here. Why is it there? You know what I mean? Like, I was watching what was that TV show that Jonathan Majors did with the pretty girl Smollett?
You ain't talking about, it's a TV show or a movie?
It's a TV show.
It's Lovecraft,
right? And then the father was just like gay out of nowhere. Like, that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. You know, there's no reason to crowbar that in there. There's no.
The counter argument is going to be,
you know what I mean?
That's what they're going to tell you.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with. Here's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with having homosexuality in film, because it's reality, right? But what I'm saying is, we don't have to have so much of it. It's like an overdumping. Now we overdoing it at this point, where it's like it's in everything. Okay. It's in every drug TV show. It's in every family TV show. Like cartoons. We don't have to have it in cartoons. Let the kids be kids, and then let them grow to decide what they want to be, instead of us trying to coerce them or trying to get their minds to think, oh, well, maybe this is okay, and then confuse them. It's a lot of children that have been molested that don't know whether they're straight or whether they're gay, because they have been forced to do something before that their bodies and their minds were ready for it.
Yeah, that's pretty agreeable. I think I know you got something to say, Charles. I do want to mention this as soon as I can. For anybody that's watching that is offended to some extent about some of the things that you're hearing right now, I want you to. We do invite you to call in. You know what I'm saying? And spread your piece and everything like that. But before that, just understand that you gotta understand that from our perspective, this is something that's still kind of French. We are millennials here, and that's just not something that we was kind of raised on. So it's a lot of weirdness to it first. You know what I'm saying? So, but give us some time, and maybe I would say that we'll be more. I would say that it'll take more time for like the black community as a whole to be more accepting of this type of alternative ways of life and stuff like that. So that's so again, apologies for anybody that's offended over this broadcast and all that stuff, but just understand we coming from a heartfelt place that we generally want to see you all win. We want the whole entire black community to win. It's just that there's gonna be a lot of things. There's gonna be a lot of difficult conversations we're gonna have to have. A lot of difficult realizations that we have to accept and concede to, right? Before we can essentially join hand in hand. You feel me? But it's like baby steps. In other words, you have something to say, Charles?
Yeah, I was going to say shoehorning anything in. Yeah, that's terrible because most people can tell that in a general show. Like, okay, this doesn't make much sense.
Agreed.
I'll take a part of our own history. I believe part of this is the people who have grown up and didn't see themselves represented, because everybody in America wants themselves to be represented in some way. You want to see somebody who looks like you, acts like you, feels like you there. It's like, wow, I feel myself there. That's the same thing with all of the people who are either homosexual, heterosexual. It don't really matter.
Right.
There are clearly more, at least that's how they identify sexuality, than just homosexual. But most of them just get thrown under one big umbrella like homosexual and gets tossed out. Those people grew up like, okay, I'm going to put whatever I want in this show because that's what I wanted to see when I was growing up, or when I was confused on what I wanted to be or how I wanted to be. So now you have a lot of it. A lot of these people are our age or maybe even a little older because they didn't realize or whatever. Also, it's cash grabbing. Because clearly there's an audience for it, but we see that in daytime television with women's shows that's more geared towards them and not really towards a lot of men, because there's the audience. So they do shit like that. Yeah, sorry.
I want to say something real quick. I want the audience to forgive me. I know you said there's more than one sexuality, and I do understand that there are, like, sort of asexual, sapiosexuals. I'm not excluding those type of people that do have it, that connect with a different type of sexuality. But what I am saying essentially is that it's either male or female. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you choose to lay, now I don't know if some of you people out here like to lay with animals, so I don't know what kind of I don't know what to call that. But far as the female and male thing, I do think whether it's transgender or not, I do think it's just only two. And I do just classify that as either you're bisexual, homosexual, or heterosexual. Is that what you were saying as far as in more sexuality?
Oh, no, I'm not necessarily. When you said homosexuality, like same sex or whatever the hell, like most time that's depicted as like men. Okay. Not it. Clearly that includes women, but
right,
general audiences don't even think of it like that. When I meant like you said, asexuality or the bunch of other ones, I wasn't just trying to rope them into one big ball and say, all right, you all fit here. And to answer the original question of where I feel the man, woman, trans, everything else, I'm not going to say I know. I can't tell you what you are. I can say what I've been raised to believe. I can say what I potentially think, but at the end of the day, I'm not you. I'm not you. And to quote somebody way smarter than me, humans are feeling machines that think. We're not thinking machines that feel. Mm-hmm. We feel first, typically base our thought off of that, cement it in our heads, and then run with it. And if it keeps getting reinforced, we continue to run with it. Yeah, like racism. Hey, these people bad. Like, keep running with it. Generations later, we at where we at now. Hell, look at our TV programs. It used to be black stereotypes, basically the comedic character. And now we have deep, complex characters like the Lovecraft Country with Jonathan Majors, and I forget what his co-star's name was, but her also. Yeah. You start somewhere, and there's clearly people who oppose that. Like, why we got to have so many black characters everywhere? Yeah, they exist.
They did it with
we
the Black
know
Panther,
that.
yeah.
But this, and honest, it's low hanging fruit to use somebody's race. I only use it because I don't know what everybody can sympathize with, but it's the easy example. It sucks. It's an easy example, but that's just what it is.
Yeah. Any closing remarks, anybody?
I want to ask another question. I mean, this may be a little bit controversial, and it may kind of mess with some people a little bit. But if I'm born a male and then deep in my mind I believe that I am a woman, am I not suffering from some type of mental thing? You know, I don't want to say mental illness. I don't want to offend anybody, but am I not suffering somewhere mentally? Can that not be classified as a type of mental illness? Because, you know, somewhere during the 70s, they actually classified homosexuality as a mental illness. And I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just saying if I'm born a man and trying to classify as a woman, is there something wrong with me mentally?
Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. You on the line? What you got for us?
Hey, y'all on a roll. Y'all on a roll. Yeah, I already called the first time, and I'm calling back. Hey, y'all on a roll. Yeah, we are thinking machines that feel, or feeling machines that think, whatever the fuck the guy said, and then the other black guy. On a roll.
All right, thanks for your call, man. We gotta shoot through, man.
Hey, for real,
I like him, man.
That boy drunk as hell, boy.
I like him, man. I like him. He is in it, man. He
is. He really is. That's nice.
That's funny.
Listening, man.
But yeah, I remember what you said though, Real.
I mean, maybe we can get back to it later on in the show, but that's my thing. I'm seriously asking, and I mean, if there's anybody out there who can call and clarify that, or if any of y'all can, is it a mental illness, or is it something wrong mentally? If we, you know,
that honestly, that would be really hard to define, because we have to define what is a mental illness, because there's a lot of theories of thought that everybody's on the spectrum in some type of way, because what is normal? Because it's all gauged against what we perceive as a normal. And I don't know what each of you do on a day-to-day basis, but let's say that's out my perceived normal. Would it be fair to me to say you have a mental illness? Probably not. But then again, it's the question to think, like, but that's outside my normal. And that's going to be how a lot of people view it. Could somebody have a mental disruption of some sort and it leads them down a path of outside of heterosexuality? Possibly, like you said, with somebody who was molested as a child and it led to different branching paths that they potentially would not have picked naturally or not. Yes, that's based in trauma. That I would say is more based in a mental issue. But if I just, for some reason, I'm not attracted to females and I decide I'm attracted to males, would you call that a mental issue? Because let's say a nature aspect, because that's what nature is, you know, to the same sexes to procreate, man, woman. Yeah, that from that perspective, I guess it would be. Like I said, we went so past that in our advancement humanity. We are past the daily grind of hunter and gathering. We're past the daily grind of only needing to make children because we don't know when the next day is going to come and we have to keep staying here. We're so past that we have developed new diseases because we live so long.
Yeah. True indeed.
So our mentalities evolve with that. And the cultures we make evolve with that. We keep going so far, we're going to be in space eventually. So I can't say that it would be a mental illness because it's born of the fact that we keep advancing as a race or a species in general. We're going to keep finding new issues. Like eventually, maybe we're going to have ways of making mutations on ourselves, because I know people working on that.
Yeah, man. Wow. I like what you're saying, man. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. So I just kind of like sum it all up. You're good, man.
I'm over here just Naruto jutsuing.
Yeah, I know. We gonna explode. I know. It's all good. I mean, we had a good run, guys. We had a good run.
No, you flowing, man. You flowing.
But for the most part, I think everybody on an individual basis is gonna be able to answer that question differently. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that probably are going through like a gender dysphoria. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's other people that were touched when they were little, so it was caused from them being exposed to something that they were not supposed to be exposed to, that their mentalities couldn't rationalize so they could, in a way that put them back on track with their natural course of, you know what I mean, had they not been touched by their uncle or auntie or anything like that. You get what I'm trying to say there. Ultimately, yeah, it's as bad as you said it can. I'm sorry, it can get as bad as you kind of presented it to be, but it also might not be as that serious. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna have different answers. You just gotta ask everybody individually, and there's no one size fit all or response to it. But anyway, this is definitely gonna be an ongoing discussion on the Chicago Black Delegation. We're not gonna be able to cover all the things. I want to kind of talk about like the conversation on genders and how many genders there actually turned out to be, and what the cause of that is. The conversation about pronoun usage and stuff like that. That should be something that we'll be talking about in the future as well. And what does it truly mean to be masculine, especially in capitalistic America? And these conversations,
that's a good one.
and these conversations are very, very important amongst the Black community, and they even some of these topics even spiral outside of like this LGBTQ plus debate as a whole, and actually affects straight men as directly. So stick around with us, you know what I'm saying, and we'll definitely ask these questions and more. And again, call in and let us know your feelings on it. If you fall into these letters and stuff, just educate us, you know what I'm saying, or get ready for a debate, because these dudes are hard headed. Okay, so that's that video, man. Anybody need a PS or anything like that, we'll go to straight to the next video.
Nah,
Everybody cool?
Got
Okay.
a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Bottle of water.
Yeah.
Are you choicey about the water? What kind of water it is?
No.
I don't think
Unless you just finna go outside and go get some sewage water, now I'm good.
I thought he was going to get some sink water, man. I was going to say, oh no.
You know, I don't know what the system is in Cow Park. He's trying to poison me. I'm about to have lead poisoning.
I thought he had that good sink water for you.
They get that water at that Calumet River.
I'm gonna have a different magnetic pole. At the sweetness. What the hell is in your water?
I don't trust my water neither, man.
What kind of hallucinogens they putting in the water?
Talking about what y'all was talking about last video.
Oh, now I know what the hell you talking about.
Have him out here. Hey.
Oh, wow.
Wait, we bought
He said, oh
That'd
shit,
actually be
it's a
funny.
text time to shine.
I tell you, look at you some sick
Came
That
out
shit
with
would've
that
been
toilet water.
All right, well, if I transform or mutate,
No, that's
I
good.
guess that's good content.
We've
for
been
you.
drinking that while we was
You better pray over
kids,
it.
man. We good.
Oh, thanks.
all the gay juices has been extracted out.
He said all the gay.
What the?
Y'all have specifically gay
yeah,
juices in your water.
I mean, Cow Park is it's on some other stuff out here, man. I'm not even muted, Emma. We're in trouble.
Man, I must have missed something.
Oh, I did too.
Man, I'm so
I didn't
lost.
grow up over here, so I don't know what the.
We'll tell you all about it. You know,
Technician, take over.
All right, but okay. It's his phase 2 here.
So Jonathan
Who is this dude? Jonathan knows. Okay.
is NFL, so this is an NFL player.
We'll get. Yo, Chicago Black Delegation, you on the air? What's happening?
Hey, yeah, I got a joke. Don't Arby's got gay sandwiches? Don't y'all be eating gay sandwiches?
Say that one
Don't
more time,
Arby's.
brother. That nigga forget dude.
What
I think
happened?
it's the same nigga.
Yeah, that's the
He
same
said-
guy,
I
man.
think he said he had a joke, man.
Yeah, I thought he said.
Man, he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say it again, man. We missed it.
Let's see. Jonathan Owens, drafted to star. NFL player.
Boy, I'm hungry.
I made sure I ate before I got here.
Yeah, man. I had some oatmeal, but it ain't nothing.
Yeah, gotta have like some things behind that. That ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm finna find me something to eat.
I mean, you didn't know, but how you thinking? Basically, he gonna pay for lunch for all of us.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh
right.
man. Okay.
He higher wallets.
Whoever that could be. Bear with us real quick, folks. We taking an intermission. My technician taking a dump.
Oh shit.
I'm not paying him to take a dump. I'm not paying him to be a human.
I see. I know this was Amazon time. I didn't.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit. Marcus, what kind of phone is that, man?
This is a Z Fold.
So is it?
I got it for free, so don't think I got money.
Oh, hey, look.
Is it like two phones, or is it actually that wide?
Shit look like it pops open.
folds out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That folds out, yeah.
Like a little.
like a little tablet.
Yeah.
Oh, they also like that. Oh, damn.
Z Fold.
You always do that too? Oh, that's dope.
Huh.
Oh man.
His is newer than mine,
That's
so
cool.
mine's busted.
You be like typing like this on the thing.
All right, we gotta show.
All right, man.
All right,
Technology.
my fault, y'all. All right, so next video here we got I mean, I'm pretty sure some of y'all been hearing about this conversation going on regarding Simone Biles and her husband, Jonathan Owens. Apparently, well, you know what? I'm gonna let the man speak for himself because it's a very, very interesting dialogue that's going on.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles?
And I love this football talk, bro. I gotta get to it. I'm over here rubbing my knees trying to answer.
Hey, Chad, I wanted to tell him, he's talking about being looked over. Now, when the right people look at you.
Yeah, that's,
You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. now
But
you
listen,
with
I'm gonna tell you, organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, you know, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys are like, "Hey, man, you gotta check out this app, you know?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'll check it out." Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically, it's like a dating app, but you know, you have to go through certain like criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally, have been on the app for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, you know, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched. So I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get like, I had some likes on my Instagram, you know, and I'm like, oh, this might be it. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, you know, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, you know, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, like, you know.
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
Okay. So he kind of speaks about Haji Pool, Simone Biles, and he like kind of comments about what you just saw there. Chicago Black Delegation, you want to hear what you got for us? Chicago Black Delegation podcast, you want to hear what you got for us?
Oh, man, that sounds like bullshit. That dude was lying. Definitely that one.
Is that King?
Nah, that ain't King. This is some.
Oh, man, that sounds like
what
bullshit.
you got for us, bro?
That dude was lying. Definitely that one.
Yeah, that was some bullshit, man.
What's some bullshit, bro?
That was some bullshit right there, man. That nigga capping.
You said that nigga capping.
That nigga capping, man.
That is.
You knew who that woman was?
Hey, you echoing something crazy, man. Hey, turn off the take it off speakerphone or something. You turn off the video or something. Cause you echoing.
And better now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Yeah. That dude capping, man. That dude was lying. He definitely knew who that woman was.
That's what he's capping on.
He might not be lying, man. You should take what he says for face value, right?
Nah, you saw my man. You saw the other little football player. He couldn't even keep a straight face. He like, that dude is bullshit. That's why I say I'm let you finish the story.
All right. So
we all knew that was.
I got you, bro. All right, thanks for calling, man. Listen, we're gonna get back to this video, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bring your ass to work next time, Nick.
So he said he lying. What y'all think? Y'all think he didn't know who Simone Biles was?
I don't know who the heck she is.
I mean, it could be a possibility, honestly. I mean, when you in college and you playing ball, it's just a lot happening. You know what I'm saying? You got 2-a-days. He said he was in camp. He might have did, and that's not a bad thing. Why people like it's a bad thing and he didn't know who the fuck she was? It's a lot of people out here that like, I guess they semi-famous or famous or whatever. I don't know who the fuck they is. I mean, he just said he didn't know who she was.
I don't know who he is.
Exactly. I mean, I know who Simone Biles is, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, you gotta be. Sometimes you gotta.
What is he getting out of line about that? I don't understand. I mean,
she
could be.
Is she right there, right?
Yeah, I mean,
they married now.
She could clearly be like, no, that's not true, or like, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, maybe he did. Maybe he just played his cards right. I don't know.
Okay. But there's more to the story here, so let's check it out.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down, so she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me.
So real quick, there's a lot of narratives that's being spun around this video, especially because a lot of what's being said is like, oh, so this dude is like being he's acting like he's the prize here, right? That she had to come drive to see me, and like it's like the roles are being reversed and stuff like that. Like she's like being the aggressor. Like there's something wrong with that. What y'all think? What's y'all take on that?
I'm sorry. Is this a whole conversation spawned because two people met?
Yeah. It's
we so bored that we have to care that these two people met on some random dating site in Texas.
People are making a big conversation about this.
They are.
You're aware then.
I am very aware of what's going on. What's the problem with that? I mean, listen, okay, maybe she didn't, maybe where she was at, maybe she just wanted to travel. I mean, I had women travel to me before. I don't see the problem with that. I don't see and to be truthful, men are the fucking prize. I don't know why these women, what is wrong with y'all that y'all think y'all the prize? Literally, when a man takes on a woman, he takes on the responsibility to protect, provide, and do it. A man, when he says he loves you, and when he put himself, that motherfucker is willing to take a bullet for you. So yes, I'm the motherfucking prize. Because when it comes down to it, when my finances are straight and everything is good, I'm gonna be paying all the bills. I'm gonna be doing everything that I need to do to make sure you're good. Yes, I'm the fucking prize because I am the one that's protecting you. It was just like in the army. Our fucking M4, we gotta fuck that motherfucker's very fucking important because that's my lifeline. That's my savior right there. So if I'm in the fucking pool or whatever, I gotta make sure that motherfucker come with me. If I'm in water, whatever, that M4, I gotta sleep with it. Every motherfucking thing. That's my baby. I gotta protect it because that motherfucker's gonna save my life. So it's no offense. It's okay. Here's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that women ain't important or they're so-called not the prize, but when it comes down to it, men have the access to marriage, and women have the access to sex. So when we decide we want to marry you, then we gonna do it. If a man don't want to marry you, he's not gonna marry you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yes, we are the goddamn prize. We the protectors. Shit.
Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. You on the air? What you got for us?
Yep. That guy right there in the middle. The guy in the middle. Yep. Hell yeah.
It's the truth.
Hell yeah. Motherfuckers think. Yeah. Nah, they think women. No, man, they think women is more important than men. No, it's not.
Okay,
it's
man.
Not. No, hell
Don't get me
no.
wrong. We are equally as important, but when it comes down to it, we are the prize. Because I'm telling you, if I tell you I love you, and for you, my woman, you best to bet I'm finna fucking be ready to die for you, take a bullet for you. If we're gonna have kids, I'm gonna die for them kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like every man here that has a child understands that feeling of I'll die for this motherfucker. And every man that has a wife understands I'll die for her. It's just what it is. That's why we are the prize.
Okay. Josh, you got something for it, man?
Like I really don't think that people should be too concerned where they spending narratives on how two people met. I feel what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to us and the responsibilities that we have to take on and compared to you know what I'm saying, the situation in reverse, yeah, we are the prize. When it comes to responsibilities some women have to take on, because I mean, it's not all men are not the prize. You know what I'm saying? You got some dudes out here just looking for a chick to live off of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got to avoid those dudes. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of us out here on our job. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we get the right one. He got to make sure you get the right one. Looks like it works out for him. You know?
I respect that. She drove to her fucking protector. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. She drove to the motherfucker she thought was gonna protect her and look out for her. And what he do? He married her. So damn, what the fuck?
Go get your prize, ladies.
Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Okay, there's definitely more to the story here that's y'all gonna find pretty interesting.
Let's do those videos bit by bit.
I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna just kind of keep that locked in for a second. I'm gonna give my take on this prize conversation because I think I do have a somewhat of a unique take. Not to say that I don't really think y'all like wrong from your perspectives, especially, but like I would say there's more to the conversation in my opinion.
Of course.
So let's get some more of this we got going on. Well, am I supposed to skip? 11:30.
Yeah, like 6 seconds.
I'm the prize. We gotta make a song.
The catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Is what you saying?
Cause I was fighting it. So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying? At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, this is my third year. You know, I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But you know, like I said, man, it happened when you least expected. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night. Man, play. Look, go ahead.
I really wanted to talk about football.
Okay, so real quick, and this is I want because I'm trying to tackle all the narratives I've been hearing about this as they kind of come up in the video. You know. Here he has said, oh shit, what's the last name that man just said? I'm about to cut this part up. Hold on. What was that last thing he had said?
And it was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night. Man, play.
He was fighting. Thank you. Fuck. Yeah. So there's this conversation, you know, spiraling out of control about his willingness to accept her when men are typically the aggressor and everything like that, and he's like playing her off or playing her down like she's not as important because he feels like he's in a position to choose or to accept, you know what I mean, like this her and her advancements. When we clearly just seen like what he's really saying is, hey, I'm a 28-year-old dude. I'm finna be hot, you know what I mean? And it's not that he was like hesitant on choosing her because of any reason that we kind of seen these TikTokers have been talking about. Is for his own particular reason, like, man, something might kind of who knows what's ahead of me? If I remain single, like something better might come on or what have you. But what kind of ended up happening? Well, he made a decision for himself that this woman is worth that investment. It's worth putting all of the could and what could be and what might be to the side. So I'm just settle on what I got here right now. So let's go a little bit further into the video, see what else they kind of we'll see what else we can kind of.
Did you want us to comment on that or no?
I mean, nah, we can just kind of keep going. I don't think there's much really.
That she is actually the best in the world at flipping the script.
I see flipping.
She shot her shot.
She did though. Because if she wouldn't have messaged me, chances are, like, I probably wouldn't have. I probably would just, mine would have went somewhere else and wouldn't have thought to, but she messaged me, and I mean, like I said, the rest is history, man. We
Honestly, in truth,
yes, well,
Simone Biles is lucky.
For what?
Cause she took a chance.
So yeah, I would say the worst thing about these conversations is, yeah.
They is doing
doing too much.
Right. They is like what do you call it? They kind of gaslight.
Instigate.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think he made a smart decision. I'll tell you why. Some men may not agree with marriage. Some people think marriage is stupid, but I think he made a very wise decision by marrying her. Now, on the contrary of what I've said about men being the prize, we got to also understand what they bring. They bring a lot to an atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? A woman can literally take a house and turn it into a home. Mm-hmm. A woman can do a lot of things where she can make the smallest things be the greatest things. You know what I'm saying? You give a woman a seed and she turns it into a baby. You know what I mean? So a woman is very, very magical and very, very intricate part of the success of many men. They are like the backbones of families. They're like the backbones of us. You know what I'm saying?
They bring us stability.
And they bring a lot to help us nourish and be what we are today, right? I just think that he made a good decision. I mean, she's a person that has status. She has money. And if he'd have been out here fucking with any of these other motherfuckers, he could have got the wrong girl pregnant. Instagram, right. Women are just looking for clout. I feel like he saw an opportunity to be with somebody. And I'm not going to say that he's lucky or she's lucky. They're both lucky to meet each other.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I look at it at the end of the day, he's going to always be the prize because he's going to always be the one that's going to step forward and protect her and take on the bearing of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that. I mean, I think the girls like that one, Sherelle. You redeemed yourself. Congratulations.
I tried, you know.
I think I agree with anybody want to add to that before I skip on here. Let's see, 13.
I mean,
Yo, Chicago Black Delegation, you want to add what you got for us and why?
Yeah, hell yeah, literally, yeah. The dude sitting in the middle, he's talking that truth. Yep, women, a whole lot of shit. They don't even know that they bring. Yeah, all right, yeah, thank you.
And we appreciate your call, brother.
Man, a lot of men feel like that. A lot of men feel like they've been pushed to the side. You know, I feel it when it comes to man, we kind of told like, man, shut the fuck up, be a man, and take the world for what it is. And we look at it, it's a lot of suicide rates for men that's going up and shit like that. I'm glad that what happened. I'm glad the world can see a woman with some status who's very beautiful, who got a bunch of men chasing her. I'm glad the world saw her choose him. Yeah. The world needs to see stuff like that.
It's a good example for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, so my man just said she's lucky to have a guy like you, right? So let's see where this conversation goes.
I keep going to see it as far as say something.
Okay.
He's lucky because she wouldn't have all that. Jonathan said she wouldn't have all that.
Hey, now.
Because he ain't had time.
Jonathan,
yes, I would. Yes, I would.
All right.
We matched. I was just the first to message. As soon as I clicked. Ooh, I like him. It matched. So he had already liked my profile, which that means
She
I was
always
just the
say
first.
we match
No,
first.
baby, we matched, but I was the first to message.
Yeah, you
I wasn't
messaged me. She messaged. She wasn't scared. She wasn't scared. I
See,
give her that.
I know what I like and I know what I want.
Y'all are young newlyweds. Don't let people bring that shit in your house.
So I mean, and that pretty much includes like everything on after that talking point is football talk and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely check out these guys. This seems to be the Pivot Podcast. So I mean, definitely check them out. It's definitely a pretty lengthy and detailed conversation about this young brother, and I think he's representative of quite a few other brothers out there that choosing marriage and choosing a steady and rock solid lifestyle. You feel me?
Like, yeah, to me, what's wrong with that? I feel like he made a good decision, man. Like, he chose to be with her. That's a smart decision, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charles.
So that's the end of it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, my first point is ridiculous. This even became a big thing in the first place.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that on this podcast.
The second thing,
women are unhappy with this shit. That's why.
I guess the second thing is on the topic of like who's the prize and not prize. I've always thought that was kind of and in my mind, that's kind of a dumb thing to think about in the first place.
Okay.
The second I label something as a prize or something to win, it's already putting a relationship in a weird spot. We're supposed to be equals in this, right? We're partners. Why would I even associate the other one with like as a prize? Like, this is the person I'm choosing to be with. The person I believe is going to benefit my life. I could benefit theirs. I didn't win them. They didn't win me. I can protect them from certain things with my physique or my status. They can do certain things that I can't. That's the whole point. Why would I just be with somebody that can do everything I can do? That's kind of pointless part of a partnership. I need somebody who can enrich my life, who can literally advance it past what I can do naturally. Also, yeah, there's a hell of a lot of gas. Like, what the hell is the point of this? Wow, she called him first. I am an advocate for if you want to be with somebody, literally just talk to him. I don't care about this. Men have to be the one who's initiating. The woman have to be off in the corner blinking at you 3 times a Morse code so I figure out what the hell you want.
True.
No.
True.
Say something. And why is that a problem? Hey, I like you. How many men literally would be in a room like, damn, I wish a girl would just say, hey, I actually like you. Let's talk. Probably half the men listening to the Pivot were like, hell yeah, I would want that. Why wouldn't I want that? It makes things simpler. I don't have to guess. I don't have to think of, oh, that was that message because she shifted her shoulder to the left. No, it's
Nice.
hey,
lying,
you
man.
like me, I like you. Let's date.
We as men, we all love that shit when a woman comes and approaches us. I mean, because it rarely ever happens. So yeah.
Okay, so it's time for the counter arguments. Are y'all ready?
Oh, bring it.
So this is what's going on. Because like I said, my ears are literally be glued to the internet and all that nonsense. And I definitely listen to both sides. And I definitely like to hear the responses from people that I would consider think rationally and analytically. What's the word? What's the city girl word for men that like to just receive things and like breathe? Sassy, right?
Sassy. That's what they got.
So Charles, I'm just saying there's a narrative being created, right? Whereas when a man is what they will define as basking in his femininity and receiving praises and receiving gifts and just generally enjoying life, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying the like the receiving end of a relationship. It's an attack on his masculinity. So that's what's yes. Oh my God, the blinks. That will be zoomed in.
Please, I'll do it for you.
But,
what do you mean?
Yeah, bro. That's what's that. Sherelle, are you aware of these people that are these young? Well, it's not. You know what? It's not even just the women. There's some dudes that's buying into that narrative as well. Like men have to be the one that provide everything
like
for a relationship.
Like the whole the Yada guy. Yeah,
Shots
I
fired.
told you. That's all. That's a one up ass nigga. I don't like one up niggas. I don't like I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let me look down on you. I don't like that, man. I hate a one up nigga.
Yeah.
If you doing well for yourself, do well for yourself. Don't look down on other people. If you want to reach back to help a motherfucker up. Don't reach back to kick a motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? So you got a bunch of these one up niggas and a bunch of these women who is just upset about life in general and their dating life, and they calling men sassy and man, what the fuck?
Didn't that mean something else before? Are we just taking? Last I checked, sassy had nothing to do with
shaming men. Now
this whole topic. I mean, being sassy was just
it's the best. It's like whatever word they can find to like bother you. You know what I mean?
To basically emasculate you.
Yeah,
because everything you do now is gay.
So
like a man can't do nothing now. He's gay. Everything he do is gay.
There's a big list. It's like
I know. Yeah.
So wait. So
it's like, all the things a man can't.
Hey, Google it, everybody. Google what it takes to be what a man can't do to be masculine.
Let me understand some. So if I'm chilling in my room, got my gaming chair out, just stretched out, and I'm getting gifts, or I'm just relaxing, and let's say for whatever reason, my chosen partner or whatever is working, I am sassy because I have time off, not to kill myself working every single day.
Oh man!
Hey, they just got me. What is that Xbox refrigerator thing called again?
What you mean? It's Xbox, right? It's a game.
Yeah, honestly, I can't tell if that's actually a mini fridge or that's the actual size of that thing. But I just got that, so I am a lesser man because I received a gift like that.
Because you're not building something. It's like a common argument.
Did your girl bad for you?
Yeah.
Oh well, then see, they gonna say that's sassy.
Damn, I'm sassy as fuck. Then I'm getting another one. Okay, wait. What if she bought it and I built it? Like she bought parts and I built it. That count then?
I mean, you're not building something else. That's the problem.
Oh, so I have to build something from the dirt up, like I'm an earthbender.
Yeah, you gotta go dig up the ground and build a house.
What I'm saying is, if you build something, you have to start building something else. That's what you're meant.
I have to constantly be Bob the Builder.
That's right.
So if I am not constantly being a construction worker or an aviary engineer,
providing,
I am.
You also have to pay 100% of the bills.
Oh,
you have to work 19 consecutive days with no time off.
Okay.
You also got to be a porn star in the bed.
Damn. Okay, I gotta get the body up, get the ready up.
Your dick got to be over 8.5 inches.
Damn. All right.
You must be 6 feet 12 inches tall.
Well, I am not the 12 inches. I'm 6'3", but you know what?
Oh, well, that's good.
I have a breast in the background later.
Can't live at home with moms, of course.
Okay.
Cannot play video games.
Damn, that's a lost argument.
If you do gonna play video games, you got to play video games like 1 hour on the weekends.
1 hour on the weekends.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you get off, you must wash dishes. You must clean. You must do everything.
Wait. Wouldn't that be? Wait. Now I'm confused as hell.
No. She ain't got to do nothing.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
Remember, you 100% everything.
And both men and women are perpetrating that narrative. That's what you need to do.
I over-exaggerated a little bit.
There's a community of women that are saying things, but Sherelle here is like...
I over-exaggerated.
Sherelle over here is straw man and the piss out of the conversation.
Oh, no, I know straw man. This is now extra time.
Gasoline on the fire right now.
That he making the Wizard of Oz look like by an autobiography.
I thought we were skipping down the yellow brick road on the Wiz.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. You know it's still some 30-year-old women out here who still got a list.
This is ridiculous.
They still got a list.
At that point, Doc,
there's some 30-year-old women out here still got a list.
All right. So let's
40-year-old
women
would
I have a
still got a
partner
list.
of any sort? Why would I have a wife? Screw it. Let's say if I had a wife, why in the name of hell would I choose to have a wife? If, mind you, I don't know what this list is, but I'm assuming it's a list of requirements.
Right, a list of things that they want out of a man.
So somebody just let out Santa's list on me real quick. Why am I in this relationship? What is the benefit here? Because I know that's a taboo topic, that there's still a benefit for both.
Yeah.
What is the benefit of I'm doing all of that?
Because you have to meet 85% of the things that she have on her list. And then she's gonna say she's settling, even if you meet her 90% on the list, and she's still gonna say, "Oh, well, I settled for that because he doesn't meet everything that's on my list."
Do you meet his?
They don't care if they do or they don't.
Yeah. So
because they're pretty.
Right.
They're pretty and they got a nice ass, and every man that contact them in their inbox or something, they want to fuck them. So to them, they somehow got the leverage on your ass.
I see.
So that's the
I'm sorry for throwing so much
dynamics.
gasoline on him. Oh, my bad, brother.
The relationship dynamics is definitely is in a depressive state right now, absolutely. But like just to kind of progress the conversation,
a whole overhaul apparently.
Yeah, just to kind of progress the conversation for a bit. People enter not people. What I mean to say is there's a select group of people that ask for a lot and then offer very little. It's not specifically women, right? It's not majority too much anybody. It's like what we need to just understand as a community of people is there's people that offer something to the family. There's people that offer something to the people they interact with, and then there's people that want to receive and leech from the people that they interact with. It's in your best interest to get with somebody that is providing something that can benefit your future and your family's future, right? If you have a goal of like raising a family, the woman has to have certain elements as a human being that can benefit you and your family, right? Whether they can go out and drill some holes in the ground to make some money, or they can cook or clean, or they could just like I said, to provide something. I'm not gonna go all the way into the relationship dynamics today. Not gonna happen. What I will say is if you want to get with somebody that considers themselves the prize, that's generally scary territory. I'm not like nothing against Jonathan Owens here, but when he kind of the thing that kind of rang a lot of alarms of these women that have a lot to say is, I think the man is the prize, and essentially, if a man is providing everything you said, Sherelle, earlier, I mean, he has a really, really strong case, especially if that woman isn't providing something of equivalency, right? But for the most part, when you choose to marry somebody, you two are in agreement that you two are equals. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if you think you're so far better than that person, maybe you should try it. Maybe you should fish for two women. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should. Maybe you should fish for 3 or more partners or something like that, I guess. But the fact of the matter is, if you choose holy matrimony with somebody, you have decided, unless y'all want to bend the rules and make your own little things up and all that stuff, you've chosen that person is your equivalent, and it is your God-given instructions to uphold the rules, right, set in place for that marriage. You know what I'm saying? So is the man the prize? Is the woman the prize? That is determined by the relationship. That's determined by each individual relationship. Those people decide for themselves who's the prize. In their relationship, I guess he's the prize. You know what I'm saying? I guess they decided on that. It is what it is. But in my relationship, in my marriage, we both know that each other are essential for the survivability of my household. What you guys decide for your household is completely up to you.
True indeed.
So, I think we can close this out unless y'all got something to add. Let me see it.
They both paying bills. Good for them.
Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to America. You know. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know why this thing. Anybody that's still watching, put a 1 in the chat if the audio is decent. Appreciate you. We got viewers today. That's what's up.
I wonder if the mic's picking that up.
What happened?
I wonder if the mic picking that up.
No, it's actually really sensitive. So we're taking a brief intermission, y'all. So okay. Tisha says the audio is good. Thank you, Tisha. Tisha also says hi. Everybody say hi, everybody.
Hi, Tisha.
Hey, Tisha.
Shut up, man, technician.
Konnichiwa.
Technicians don't talk. That means you too, Tisha.
I mean, this intermission time. Like, that's when the technicians comes back out, right?
No.
I don't have his money.
He said no. You ain't shit, tech. I'm sorry.
We will use these as shorts. Okay. Yeah, got like 2 more videos. So I mean, we is kind of running kind of long. So thanks for like holding out for me, y'all. One more. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, that's okay. How much time we got?
It's about 3.
Yeah, we can make a decent 3 videos out of this. I'll probably just come out with something else I can put in our place. Or I can just do it myself. It ain't that big of a deal. Huh? Animation what?
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, we're gonna do Jonathan Majors right now. Yeah. Maybe we can try to speed pass this one, and then try to speed pass because the last one's gonna be like I think this is gonna be 5 minutes. Just don't want to. Let me see, 7 minutes to 7. Oh, this is 7 minutes. Actually, go for it. Unless we just do a 3-man. Yeah, we probably can just do like somebody's. Yeah, I think okay. We probably can have somebody just do the technician work, and then I'll just sit on the couch, and then we just do a 3-person. And when you leave, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Let's see. I gotta start playing music during the intermission.
It's probably gonna be my last video.
Oh, is your last one too?
Yeah, man. I gotta go pick up my girl, man.
Okay, cool. We got some good stuff, man. I would probably just like some of these conversations went like hella long, so I can probably just split them up into two different videos, and that'll pretty much do it.
I like the topic today, man. It's a good one right here. This one's a good one.
I thought you said something.
The Jonathan Majors thing, man.
Yeah, this the big one.
Feel like
hey, thanks for thinking. What is everybody? We're going to our last video for the day. Okay, so all right, so we going to the Jonathan Majors conviction conversation. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. So y'all kind of aware, y'all know who Jonathan Majors is, and y'all kind of heard what kind of happened. Any like initial thoughts about like y'all? Like, you know what I mean? What y'all kind of thought of how it kind of went? Do y'all think it was fair judgment? Do y'all think did he get let off a little easy? Was it just right? You feel me? What you think, Jay?
I'm not sure what the conviction was.
He was so basically there was 4 charges, right? He's gonna talk about it, but we was out for right now. We'll just say he was convicted of reckless assault in the 3rd degree. Mm-hmm. So,
and this is after they showed the video of him
after
running
after the video, after the testimony from the what's that guy name, the witness, the taxi driver or whatever, the Uber driver, whoever that was, the text messages and stuff like that. Everything, the phone conversation, all that stuff was presented in court, and they decided that Jonathan Majors hurt this woman on accident, because that's what all this stuff means, right? And it was done unintentionally, right?
Put
Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. You want to air what you got for us?
Wasn't the Flash? Hold on, wait, my bad. My bad. Wasn't the Flash fucking accused of the same shit? Wasn't he?
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, didn't he do some assault? Didn't the Flash do some assault? But wait, but we finna judge the black guy. We finna judge the black guy. We finna slam him for some stuff. Didn't Ezra Miller? Ezra Miller. Yeah, he did the same shit. He assaulted some people too. He
went some worse stuff, bro.
No, he did a lot.
Yeah, no, Ezra Miller did. Yeah, he assaulted people too. He did the same thing.
Yeah, man. I'm with you on that. How you left? Well, yeah, we were showing that one, bro, about the Urza Miller situation. But the thing, I guess, one thing to note is that we haven't seen Urza Miller since that movie. So I don't know what Hollywood plans on doing with Urza Miller. Like I said, he should be canceled. I mean,
let him take a little break for a while.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he'll be back, right? They always come back. You know what I mean?
We're gonna be having to watch Jonathan Majors on Tubi. And Netflix probably.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
It is fucked up, man. It's real fucked up.
That's my only real thoughts on this, because I knew about this in the background, but it really just reminded me of was that last year with Johnny Depp and his ex-wife?
Yeah.
I was kind of tired of following this type of stuff. I'm like, okay, this feels like a repeat again towards the end of the year.
Shit, lucky for him though.
She self-destructed for all intents and purposes.
True.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out as well for Jonathan Majors.
It's because he black.
It's
because he black.
Charged with
he a black black nigga with some big lips.
Come on.
Every time you go.
All right. So let's check out this video. This covers from this man, this content creator Nate the lawyer. Very good, very detailed breakdown of like the entire situation. Very informed brother. He came from damn near rags and became a lawyer. Took advantage of a lot of the things, a lot of the outreach programs that was presented for Black Americans, and he decided not to sit on his butt and wait for the government to bail him out. He chose to grab life by the horns and did something great with it. So much respect to this man. I want to give him his proper roses before we present his content. So let's check him out.
The court's website, and here's Jonathan Majors' name, the second one.
We gotta
get this man on speed.
Yeah, we got him on super speed here. How do I do this?
Stage 3 right there, settings.
Yeah.
Playback speed, normal.
So what was this? What is supposed to start at? 53.
What I looked up. So now, as you guys know, I don't trust the media, so I went straight to the court's website, and here's Jonathan Majors' name, the second one in New York County. That's where he was charged and, as of now, convicted. It's a jury trial. I went there and got exactly what happened. Okay, this is Jonathan Majors. This is what happened. As you can see, here's everything: defense, defendant, court appearance. There's his attorney. It's all here, right? I went to the source. I don't trust the media. I went to the source to see what happened in this case, what he was charged with, and all that. So you're getting the information directly from the court system. This is not opinion. The next thing I did is I went to the court's website and looked up the model jury instructions. This is what the jury had to find him guilty of the charges they found him guilty of and the charges they found him not guilty of. So here you go. Like one of the charges was aggravated harassment. Here it is. I went here, I looked it up, and I just wanted to make sure, okay, what did the jury find him guilty of? So we pulled all 4 of the charges, the things that he was charged with. For instance, first he was charged with harassment in the second degree, which is not a crime. This is just a violation. It's essentially like a parking ticket. So, some people say he's found guilty on 2 charges. It's true, but one isn't a crime. It's like essentially harassment in the second degree in New York it's like a parking ticket. It's essentially a parking violation. And we'll go over that. The next is he was also charged with aggravated harassment in the second degree. That was another one of the charges that he was found, I believe, not guilty of. Yes, he was found not guilty of aggravated harassment. You also had assault in the third degree, reckless assault, and then you had assault in the third degree, intentional assault. So those are the 4 charges. And again, here are the jury instructions. So I went through it. Okay, what are the elements? What do you have to do? What did the jury have to find him guilty? And is there any conflict between these charges? So as you can see here, I created a chart, and this chart lays out all the charges that were against Jonathan Majors. First, you see assault in the third degree. And under assault in the third degree, you see actus reus and mens rea. Now, the actus reus is a criminal act. In New York, you have to have a physical injury. So that means you have to cause somebody to be injured physically in some way for you to have an assault in the third degree. And the mens rea, the mental state, is intentional. You had to intentionally have caused that physical injury. So that's where you have assault in the third degree. And right under it, you have harassment in the second degree, where the actus reus is you have to annoy someone and have the physical injury, where the mens rea is, again, intentional. So you had to intentionally both annoy and cause a physical injury. Now, the jury didn't buy that. The jury seems to say that Jonathan Majors didn't intentionally cause this woman's physical injuries. So that's why they found him not guilty on those 2 counts. Now, let's look at the other side of the chart where Jonathan Majors was found guilty. Now, as you can see, it's still assault in the 3rd degree, but the mental state has changed. It's not intentional, it's reckless. So in this case, he still had to cause a physical injury, but now he had to do it in a reckless manner. Now, what does reckless mean? Well, reckless essentially means is that he created a situation in which someone could be injured and then that person was injured. A quick example of that is, let's say you're at the top of a building and there are people walking on the sidewalk below and you throw a rock off that building. Now that rock falls and hits someone, injuring them. Well, that would be assault. Now, you may not have intended to hit any individual person. You may not have even intended to hit anybody. But the fact that you created a situation where it was likely someone could get injured and they actually did makes it reckless. So that is what they're saying. They're saying that he didn't intend to do it, but he recklessly caused her injuries. Now, in the bottom right-hand corner of the chart, you can see harassment in the 2nd degree, and I put there not crime. And that's because harassment in the 2nd degree is not a crime. It's essentially what's known as a violation. So it's actually not a criminal act. And what harassment is in New York is if you harass or annoy someone intentionally without causing them physical injury, then you're guilty of the violation of harassment. So this is actually not a criminal charge, and being found guilty of harassment in the 2nd degree, he wouldn't even have a criminal record in New York. It's essentially the same as a parking ticket or a parking violation. It's nothing. So this is how the jury came out. He was not guilty on any of the intentional charges, but he was guilty on both the reckless charge of assault in the 3rd degree and annoying her in a non-criminal manner, intentionally annoying her in a non-criminal manner. So now, in 5 minutes, I've just explained to you exactly what he was charged with, how they work, what's the act as a mens rea, what the jury found, and so you know it all, right?
Okay, so that's it for today as far as Nate the lawyer. I appreciate you, brother, for such a very informative breakdown of what he was convicted of. If you want to watch the rest of this video, it's really easy to find, and he's going to give you like a detailed breakdown of ABC Newsline's breakdown of the case and how they came together. Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, you're on the air. What you got for us?
I call bullshit. I listened to the whole thing. I call bullshit. On that. That motherfuckers was on bullshit.
All right, man. Thanks for letting us know back there. Yo, bullshit, man.
You're gonna have to start giving.
Isn't that amazing?
All right.
Get some names. This one.
So yeah. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all pretty much fully digested what the breakdown. Am I correct? Any questions about that before I ask my burning question?
No.
Okay. We understand that he was the only thing he was guilty of was accidentally hurting her as he was shoving her into the as he was retrieving his cell phone. So it was either that or the part about him shoving that to the car. It's kind of there's kind of 2 stories that got kind of going on that I ran into. But for right now, we will say that she hurt her finger from him retrieving his property from her. Right.
Okay.
And that's what he was trying to get her to like not go to the hospital for.
No. That was the text message. That happened like months ago, and that had nothing to do with this case. This case was everything that you saw in the video footage that happened within that car.
Okay.
So
that's ridiculous.
So that with crazy, that with that all that understood, I'm gonna ask y'all this question: Why did Disney fire him?
Because they don't want nothing to do with anything that has to do with controversy.
Nothing to do with controversy.
Yeah, they really on that. They want to be so profitable that they don't want anything to do with controversy. Like and this very controversial person who was on his way to being to the top, they felt they had to cut ties with him. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. Any other comments?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I think it's not a good move for Disney, but then again, it's so many white people that like hate Jonathan Majors, so they still gonna support it. I don't think he did nothing wrong. I think he's just a black man is just in the wrong places, wrong time with the wrong person. Honestly, man, you know, when you, I hate to say this, but when you black in America, you gotta be really, really careful about what you do and how you do it, because everything you do is looked at, highlighted, and it's considered to be a fucking crime.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly, and I was thinking about when he had sat her down and talked to her, telling her he need her to be the Coretta Scott or Michelle Obama. It's like, bro, like what she do again? Was she a model?
She's a dancer. She's a dancer. Choreography.
You ain't gonna get that out of her.
You can't expect her to understand the role of Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama and her job as a professional dancer in the entertainment industry.
His L on that,
Hell, you can't expect her to understand it. She ain't really been through the struggles like that.
You know unfortunately, a lot of sisters.
And this is a clear example of like, man, the power of being white and the power of being a white female.
Oh yeah,
because this is complete bullshit. Like literally, this shit need. When the fuck has this type of when has domestic violence ever went to trial?
Domestic violence, well, something like that. Third degree assault. It's a misdemeanor. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they don't get that.
This
far.
man basically has been publicly embarrassed. He's been humiliated publicly, and I feel like that's a lot what goes on in Hollywood. I feel like there's some stuff that we don't know about that he didn't agree to or didn't do, and this is Hollywood's way of bringing him down. I feel like this is how it goes. When you're a black man, especially being a black woman, you got to walk on a lot of eggshells, and if you don't follow through with the plan, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Now we, I mean, we still gonna get to see him. You know what I'm saying? Tubi and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Tubi and Netflix. They got somebody gonna
charity work for his ass.
That's right.
They say they finna replace. They talking about replacing him with what's that man? Will Smith.
Oh come on. Well, Will Smith a good. I like Will Smith. Man.
He's a good actor.
You think that's a good fit for Kang the Conqueror?
I think it's bullshit because they should have. Man, he had his thing, bro. He had his path carved out for him, and now this happened. It just dumped him overboard. Like, damn. G.
I'm saying, like, what I'm getting at is
modern day
that'd be a real issue if they got Will Smith to play that role when he literally got up on stage and slapped a man in his damn face.
I mean,
right.
That's beyond third degree or
for some misplaced aggression at that.
Yeah,
misplaced
that was full intention.
But that violence was towards another black male. See,
that's a different sign.
See,
so they can look over that easier.
America's already mad about him fucking the little white chick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So now that she say you hit her or something like that, oh no, Negro, we got to make sure you pay for it.
Yeah.
America don't like to see big black niggas fucking little white girls, little white chicks. They don't like that shit. I'm telling you, man. That's for real.
So,
they don't like to see that shit.
So do y'all think? Do y'all think Jonathan Majors is a violent person? Given all of the text messages, the Coretta Scott King comment, the college students kind of all came together and made those comments about him, gave their testimony on what they felt Jonathan Majors to be with their being close proximity to him.
What they say he was violent? I ain't hear about the college student.
The college student, yeah, they it was like a whole Rolling Stones. I don't know who got all the people together who conducted all the interviews, but yeah, apparently there's a lot of people that came together and said, oh yeah, Jonathan Majors, he has a history of this violent nature, and I can't still man it like completely, but like the general gist of it is a lot of people, right, say that he sometimes was violent. That's exactly what I remember.
He hit somebody?
They said he sometimes get violent, and then that he is a manipulative person.
Well, as we learn anything from history,
I'm sorry, an aggressive person as well. Is what that, is
as
what I
we
was
learned anything from history when it deals with black men, it's like when same thing they did with R. Kelly when they paid all those women to say that shit, which we don't know if all that stuff was true or not. When them kids got paid to say the shit they said about Michael Jackson, as we know, history shows where people get paid to say things about people that's not true. Now I don't know. To me, I feel like he could be a little violent, but the world sees violence different for black men than we do with other people. If I yell, I'm considered to be violent because I'm already feared.
You're being aggressive, right?
In America, that's right. There's already a fear towards me as a black male already. So when I yell or when I do anything, it's already considered violent. He might have just been yelling at some people. He might have just been upset. You know what I'm saying? And people take that as being violent. Violence is when I have the intent to hurt you, harm you, kill you, or do anything like that. That's violence. I'm moving in a way where I intend to fuck something up. That yelling and shit and being aggressive towards things, that's not really violent.
Yeah. To provide some little bit extra context as far as I believe it was like the like a scouting agency of some sorts. They kind of came along and mentioned something about Jonathan Majors as well. But it turned to find out like other scouting agencies have made a similar case against other actors. And what it turned to find out was the only thing the actors did was they raised their voice when their the people that they were working with just messed up. You know what I mean?
Can I say something
it was
too?
Just frustration.
I want to say something. I heard that recording of the phone conversation, right?
Yeah.
That's about as calm as a man can handle that situation.
There was nothing wrong with that conversation.
Because if it had been me, because we're like, bitch, you better get your motherfucker there.
Oh, God damn it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? When I get home, motherfucker.
So you would have had a worse case.
Man,
Make your day way worse.
I know for sure they would have had
that,
me.
man.
Because I would have been like, look at him, bitch. You supposed to be motherfucking Coretta Scott King. This man didn't curse. He didn't say shit in that motherfucking recording that was sound violent. I said, damn, this is a really calm guy. Because if that had been me, I done have said the bitch word about 10 times.
You can't do that, real.
I mean, we up to 4 now, so
I'm just saying, you know, because it's like, goddamn, like with the way being drunk and moving in a certain manner, shorty, you gotta get it together.
And that was his house. Like you can't be walking up in a man with that status. You can't be walking in his crib with strangers drunk. That's
how you carry yourself as a woman is a reflection of me. So if you carry yourself all messed up and shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna say something to it. The problem is that women these days don't want to have no accountability for the shit that they're doing wrong. And this is the example of it. When she couldn't have her way and when she couldn't have shit the way she wanted it, she fucking got this man a case. And the way that conversation went, I was very surprised. I was taking notes like I have to learn how to talk like that. He didn't curse. He didn't curse her out. None of that. I said, damn, that's good.
It's like he knew he was being recorded in a damn argument, which should say a lot about her as a person, to be honest. But that's besides the point.
Right? Yeah, it's true. Why are you recording that? I didn't think about that.
I heard she got recording for her safety and shit. He was trying to tell her like all calm and shit. She was just crying and being receptive to it. It wasn't nothing bad on his part, but they were trying to use that as evidence against him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
America don't like the little white woman crying. Now come on, now let's be for real. America don't like to see the little white woman cry.
Like, so he's trying to speak logically to you, and you're just crying. So like, this galvanizes the nation to get behind you, huh? Like that says so much about this country.
For real,
it's true.
So regarding like the text message, because a big okay, well I do want to ask a question. So I mean, you said that he probably is a violent person, but my thing is
I'm not saying he's violent. He's probably aggressive.
Could be, right. There's a possibility. Is what you said, right?
I mean, yeah.
So what I'm getting at is in the court of law, right? Because if you're in the court and somebody's trying to accuse you of something, there needs to be proof that you're a violent person. The evidence provided was supposed to prove without a shadow of a doubt that he's that he actually did what he's being convicted of, what he's being accused of. So the evidence that was provided was along with that phone conversation, which we can just throw out because that was nonsense, was some text messages that he sent. I don't want to go too far into the text messages. I'm just gonna give my take on it if y'all don't already have your own personal takes already. I would say this: if the text messages were real, we can definitely say that yes, this dude is definitely got some manipulation going on. Yes, he's an abusive person. Like it really was that bad. If you found yourself in a position where you're gaslighting somebody into not going to a hospital for whatever excuse you can provide, you want to provide, you want to use, no, like let that girl go to the hospital and take your L like a man. You feel me? That's a part of it.
Did he hit her or something? Did she?
In the text messages, it definitely insinuated that he did something that he's very, very regretful of, and he does not want to face prosecution over it because he knows what that looks like if she were to go to the hospital,
and if that was to get public.
Exactly.
I got
So
you.
that was the avoid. That's what he was trying to avoid there. Granted, it was real. My problem is we're dealing with a woman that records phone conversations, right? And I'm just saying she tried to use that in a court in a case that had nothing to do with that phone conversation. So she's doing her best possible attempt at character assassination, which is completely outside of the case itself. So the text messages, the phone conversation, all of this stuff was already deemed inadmissible in this prosecution, in these accusations. You know, right?
I didn't even think you could use stuff like that in court.
I mean, it was deemed inadmissible, but they let her read it just just let her get her rocks off. But
wow. Okay.
I'm just saying, you can read it for yourself, Google it. But yeah, they let her read that out. But I would say that it wasn't used to as substantial evidence to prosecute him for either of those
Yeah, it wasn't used as evidence, but it definitely probably persuaded the jury a little bit.
Yeah, the character assassination. Yeah, you have something to say, Charles?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. I haven't read the text messages. Based on what we just watched, it seemed like there was nothing really that wrong. Harassment of basically a parking ticket in New York. So he didn't do anything that would qualify as assault. The most damning thing is apparently these text messages are supposed to be a separate case in and of itself, right? That's how this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if that could judge whether he's violent or not. I don't know Jonathan Majors. I have not sat here and done internet warrior research on him to find out every nook and cranny of his life. If he was not found guilty for the initial crime, that needs to be handled. That's what this whole trial was about. Whether he did lay hands on her in some other thing, which the Texas may or may not allude to, that needs to be handled separately. That is a whole different charge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
If he did do it, yeah, okay, well, get charged. Or if he didn't do it, we need to address that. He is not a violent person in this light. And to answer your earlier question about Disney, I don't know. I'm a business, I guess. I believe there's such thing as bad press. I'm not going to deal with it, honestly. Even if you didn't do it, it's like, I would have to sit here and wait till somebody prove you didn't, while this is probably going to get dragged out for months, just like the Johnny Depp and I keep forgetting her name. Whatever his ex-wife.
Amber Turd, I mean.
Yes, Amber Heard.
Turd. Go ahead.
That thing lasted for what, like 5 months?
Yeah.
As a company, I'm not going to sit here and possibly wait for 5 months for whatever this is to chill out. I'm just going to distance myself from it. Is that harsh? Yeah, it is harsh. Is that business? Yes, that's business. Your first priority is to protect your business. Disney is not a nice company. I'm not going to say act like they are. They do a lot of underhanded nonsense. Yeah. But end of the day, anybody here who runs a business, you're going to protect your business.
Yeah. Like,
that's just rule number one of business. After all this other nonsense, it just seems like it's just being blown out of proportion now.
For sure.
I don't know. I don't see. I'm trying to see how maybe Maybe I'm missing it, but I don't see how that affects them. This
what do you mean?
case, I don't see how this case affects Disney.
Oh,
Because they're associated.
Because
with it.
everybody, pretty much everybody I know actually loves Jonathan Majors. They love him as as the character. So I'm trying to see how that really hurts Disney. I don't know. It would be better if I seen an example of a white person who's going through this, and then Disney dropped them. Maybe I feel a little bit better about
technically,
it.
you got Johnny Depp. I think he's.
Did they drop him from anything? Was he doing
Yeah,
any
no, he got
projects
dropped
with
too.
them?
Yeah. Immediately.
Well,
and that was a. Is he white? I don't know. I thought he might have been Native American. I don't know.
Well, he's white. He
played in
Let's assume. Okay, for sake of argument, he was white with a white woman.
Well,
he was ultimately proven innocent, but that still took. He actually got a lot of deals that was taken off, not just Disney. There was a couple
I heard.
things.
Yeah,
we can just say Robert Downey Jr. too. So
yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, from that perspective, I guess Disney have to do what they feel they have to do. You know what I'm saying?
I just wish they applied some empathy and actually understood there's nuance to a guilty verdict.
Yeah.
So
there is, but at the end of the day, whether the courts find you innocent or not, that is not Disney's problem. It's the people paying them, the general audiences. I could have been accused of murder and somebody told, like, no, here's all the proof. If most of America is always like, nah, that sounds like bullshit, or here's this whatever footage that would prove that, that's enough. That is bad publicity. My name is now drugged through the mud. No matter how innocent I truly am, if you, as a general audience, don't believe it, it don't matter. It don't matter how right you are in the situation.
Well, yeah, they probably under a lot of hot water too for all that pedophile shit they got going on.
Epstein.
They need to try to keep a squeaky clean
Disney got
image.
so much going on.
Yeah, they with the subliminal messages they putting in the cartoons. So
we definitely
I
gonna cover that.
understand.
We definitely gonna cover that. But yeah, so just kind of like wrap this up. For the most part, I mean, just to kind of touch on the college, because I know people in the comment section are gonna say something about the what about the college students that came up and he did their hit piece. It's like I said, y'all. I'm tired of black men and black women being prosecuted of things that some people just said. I remember a time when a boy whistled at a woman and he got drugged through the mud, buried, beat up, thrown in a water, you name it. You know
So
what I'm
they
saying?
say.
I'm tired of people metaphorically Emmett Tilling black men over and over and over and over again. And all it. You can say what you want about Disney, it's not being Disney prime about the nuance of the situation, all that stuff. That's his livelihood we talking about here, and that livelihood would have directly reflected Black Americans across the nation. You know what I'm saying? When he said in that text, I mean not the text message, but on that phone conversation, he said, "I'm a great man and I'm doing great things." And you know what? I actually believe him, right? So my thing is, again, I'm sick of black men being prosecuted or when only thing that's necessary for things to be set out straight and fair and just is just to have an open ear and have an honest conversation. But for some reason, black men are just not. We're not worthy of nuance. We're not worthy of empathy, and I'm sick of that. You know what I'm saying? So. Anybody got any closing statements?
No, that's very true. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like I said,
laws messed up.
Like I said, that's why the suicide rate is growing.
Chicago Black Delegates Podcast. What you got?
Hell yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. You motherfuckers need to stop.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah,
we
we
finna close out, my guy. Hey, appreciate you calling, man. Showing us love, man. We really need this. You know what I'm saying? These soulful comments from you, bro.
I don't know what your fan base is going to be originally called, but he needs to be number one at this point.
he definitely number one.
Man, tell him to keep calling, man.
He definitely number one, man.
But his name and shit.
But yeah, man. So all right, we finna close this one out, man. So if you go ahead and tell them y'all closing statements about what y'all kind of take from this station we had, and tell them a little bit, like I said, kind of where to find you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Starting with you, Charles.
Okay, we talked about quite a bit of things. Relationships are complicated. Never gonna get one straight answer no matter what you do.
Isn't that amazing?
The case with the football player should never have gotten anywhere near this much traction. It's just two people in a relationship. We have other things to do. When aliens literally said to be real early this year. So what? Like all the people with the tinfoil hat should be up on arms. Like, where's our roses at? We should have way more important things to be talking about.
Big facts.
And the thing with Jonathan Majors, charge him. What if he actually did? And keep those two things separate. If I got charged with harassment, that we're done with that. If there was actually assault, somebody prove this real. I don't know anything about these college students. These could just be random people. I have no idea what college students got to deal with. Jonathan Majors was in his acting classes. I have no idea. Feels really arbitrary to bring them up.
True.
And where you could find me, probably in the animal hospital. Good luck. You probably can't find me that easy. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
better get y'all better get the damn sexy y'all freaking animals straight before y'all present them in front of Charles, man. We ain't got time for that.
Good luck.
Yeah. What you got, sir? What you got for us, real?
Man, I just think at the end of the day, man, we need to stop all the gender war, the gender divide. All these conversations, man, is very much so divisive. It doesn't necessarily bring us together. And stop forcing the kids into homosexuality. But other than that, man, you can find me on IG, man, T'Challa Johnson, like T'Challa from the Black Panther, and then my last name Johnson. You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying, get a workout in or something like that, I'm your personal trainer. If y'all want to hire me for a gig, I'm your actor. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, you know, I guess you can find me there.
Yes,
at the
sir.
gym.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Man. Quick reflect on the episode, man. We had that talk about misgendering and all that stuff. Like, man, G, y'all do what y'all do with yourselves. Just don't push it on the kids. When y'all 18 older, 21 older, that's y'all business. But don't put it on the kids, man. Let them live first. As far as with Jonathan Owens and Candace, not Candace, is that her name? What's her name?
I feel like
Simone.
two different names just got mixed in.
Simone Biles, yeah.
No, Candace Owens, I don't know. Simone, man, man, let them do them, man. If she wants to go link up with him first, then I mean, let her do her. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got too much going on to be worried about people and their relationship. They're happy. You know what I'm saying? And then with this, it just shows you how it is being a black actor in Hollywood. You really got to walk on eggshells, and it's messed up.
Yeah.
Because you got people like, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein skating on thin ice until he gets told on. And just because he's locked up don't mean it's not another one like him.
Yeah, skating on ice in that Dalton skating rink.
Yeah.
Ooh, sidewalks. All right, so yeah, man. In closing, bro, I'm gonna be doing this every podcast. This is the Powernomics book. This is about my man's Dr. Clark Anderson. This right here is the plan. It's it's the identification. It's the plan, and it's the execution of how we can lift ourselves up by the bootstraps, as they like to put it, right? But not most importantly, this is justification of black nationalism. It's justification of what Marcus Garvey was talking about. Is justification for us practicing group economics. Again, this is not a message of us, downing other groups of people, but we've been lifting everybody else up as a group, as a culture of people since forever. Like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like the whole civil rights era. Like, black people deserve a standing ovation when it's in terms of inclusivity and helping other people. But now it's time for us to help ourselves, in my opinion, right? So this book right here is like the detailed plan, step-by-step plan on how black people can actually do that. His other works kind of bring more emphasis on what has happened to black people throughout history. And it's best that y'all check that stuff out. And in closing, why don't you hoes call in? Y'all supposed to call in to defend me. I'm Cynthia G. You all supposed to call in. Y'all in the comment section talking shit. Y'all supposed to call in and tell these niggas why I'm the right bitch for the job.
What the hell is this? What in the name? Nah, scrub my face.
They was in the comments section talking shit.
Scrub my face from it now. Nah, I don't know what the hell just happened. This is our extra seg. This is just the extra segment, Marcus.
All right, bro.
Take
it to the mob, man. Take it to the mob.
Yeah, see. The talk with the tech.
Hey, thanks for coming through, brother.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, I remember, man. I was trying to... The conversation would have been having. TikTok is like the shittiest app I can imagine. Search engine at all. So with that said, I left it when I found it. I celebrated with you, and then I put it down. We had a conversation. I looked at my phone. TikTok, fucking, it did some new shit. So I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. So then I typed in talk to conversation with Cherish. And then
I tried that. I'm like, damn, no,
really?
no. Yeah, but I think I put. Because I also focus on the woman thing. Because like I said, he talked about a lot of different things.
I typed what is a woman, and then that's how it came up. Yeah.
I tried talking like what is a woman, guy with 4 chairs. I like tried to describe the entire video. It just gave me random shit.
Yeah. So you have to be persistent with that for sure. You out there, bro? All right, man. Thanks for flying through, man. You gonna be at Vanessa's house?
Yeah, I'm about to head over there now.
Okay.
I'm about to be like I don't know. Subscribe to that guy. Like, I know you liked his stuff.
Oh yeah,
you need to find him again.
Yeah, he's definitely like really he puts a lot of passion into these conversations, stuff like that. It's a good spectacle if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? What else I want to ask? I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to close this shit out.
So we're officially off the air, right?
No, we was on the whole time, but they can't hear us. I think so. But they heard us.